I'm Sarah from Twisted Sheep Crochet, and this is Odin. And today I'm reviewing Creativiu, a subscription service for online crochet courses and other crafting topics. Stay tuned to hear the good, the mediocre, and the bad. Because unfortunately it does kind of get bad. First, let's discuss the basics. Creativiu is an online subscription service that provides courses in crochet, cake decorating, quilting, sewing, drawing, and painting. Their website describes it as the Netflix of crafts. They highlight their money-back guarantee, 24-hour access, watch in any device. Yes, not on any device. We'll get to the grammar later. All pretty standard for a subscription service like this. At $7.95 a month, or $79 a year, the price tag is in the same range as other similar subscription services. For comparison, Craftsy offers instructional videos for $7.99 a month, or $79.99 a year, and Skillshare is $19 a month, or $99 a year. They plaster their website and sign-up pages with great reviews from customers, but there's no way of knowing if these customers are actually real. They do have active social media accounts with 10K followers on Instagram, 1.5 thousand on Twitter, and a broken link to what should be their Facebook page. There is a Facebook page with their logo, but I have no way of knowing if it's legit, and there's only 202 likes on it. The meat of the product is their instructional videos. And now I want to make it clear that my problems with Creativiu that I'll discuss later in the video are not problems with the individual artists that instruct their courses. There are currently 14 crochet courses available to paid Creativiu members, and those courses are made up of several videos each. Honestly, the videos are good quality. There's a little over 19 hours of crochet instruction in total available to paid members as of the recording of this video. The instructors are knowledgeable about their craft, the videos are well organized, there's good camera angles, you can view them in HD, there's professional editing. I also tried viewing the videos on my phone and my laptop, and I had good results with both devices. If your skill level is beginner to intermediate, I think you'll definitely learn something from any of the crochet courses available. But if you're an advanced crocheter, it could be that only a couple of the videos would be worth it for you and provide any type of new content. You can take them up on their free trial membership before committing to the full paid subscription service. You'll still have all the current available videos, and you can still check out all of the content that's available before you decide you want to purchase. You might find that the amount of information available in the 14 courses isn't necessarily worth $79 for you, or maybe it is. But just a heads up, they don't actually have any advanced crochet courses even listed, just beginner and intermediate. So far, I haven't taken any courses outside of crochet, but I am looking to improve my sewing and quilting skills, so that's probably going to be something that I'll check out before I cancel my service. And I'll use canceling my service as a segue into this next section. Because despite their good content, Creativiu has some marketing practices and accessibility issues that give me a really bad taste in my mouth for them as a company, and those are going to end up being the reason I cancel my subscription. The actual content that the artists provide to Creativiu when they instruct the courses is fine. It's the policies, the customer service, the accessibility issues that just annoy me too much to continue being a customer of theirs. So there are some really basic surface level red flags that I noticed before I subscribed, which is why I hesitated before jumping into their free trial. There are grammar issues throughout the entire site, which I understand. Grammar issues happen to the best of us, even if we do have professional proofreaders, which I really don't think Creativiu has, by the way, because reading their website felt a little bit like reading a product description from Wish. Some examples, which I'll show on the screen for you, include their homepage saying watch in any device instead of on, missing punctuation in the FAQ, random capitalization of the word emails like it's a proper noun, and the cake is this run-on sentence in their About Us page. We believe creators and creatives are the backbone of humanity, that creativity is the spark for evolution, and that every human being possesses creativity, but some embrace it more than others, and our job is to help you achieve your full creative potential. And note that possess is spelled wrong and should be plural anyway. After I signed up, came the really weird emails and texts, which led me to discover some product sales methods, which honestly feel a little bit scammy. And this isn't even the worst part, but we're getting there, so stay tuned for the tea. The promotional texts and emails are almost exclusively designed to entice subscribers to pay shipping costs for a free product in exchange for a product review of that item. And I thought, that's reasonable enough. The weird part about the promotional texts is the number of duplicate texts I received, which I unsubscribed from on March 17th because I just couldn't take it anymore after they sent me 12 of the same text message in one day. Now, I'm not sure if they fixed that situation, but even the days that they sent me 2 duplicate texts a day were pushing it. For their part, though, it was easy to unsubscribe from the promotional text, so I'll give them some points for that. The emails, though, were weird for another reason. While I did receive the occasional duplicate, it wasn't a common occurrence, but a lot of the emails seemed to continue the wish product description vibe. For example, the most recent one, ready for more inspiration and better results? Here's this week's free new color, red heart yarn you can test in exchange for your feedback. Click here to learn more now. This yarn is ideal to crochet soft projects and avoid allergies. From the crochet team at Creativiu, the inconsistent capitalization, the strange product description, and I'm not sure how it avoids allergies. Is it hypoallergenic? Is this actually a new color of red heart yarn that we haven't seen before? Let's look together.
So the first thing I'd like to point out is that this is just Red Heart Super Saver in light blue, which isn't a new color, by the way. The same Super Saver we all know and love, which, to my knowledge, is not actually hypoallergenic, unless I guess if you're allergic to natural wool fibers. So right off the bat, that was a weird claim in the email. The grammar is, again, just somehow even worse on these pages. I'm not going to spend the entire time pointing it out this late in the game. Moving along, though, I want to talk about why this sales tactic puts such a bad taste in my mouth.
First, let's remember that these emails are for people who have already subscribed. So I already have a Creativiu Premium or Elite, depending on what part of their website you're looking at, subscription. What they're advertising to me, their $189 bundle, is a class and patterns I already have access to, and so does every other paid Creativiu member.
So these are the patterns. All of these patterns, I double checked, are already included in the Creativiu content that you get at the beginning when you sign up. All of the classes they're saying are included in the bundle are already classes that are available with the Creativiu membership. That's this course, and then these are the patterns. So this is the itemized list of the value of the bundle.
First of all, I don't think I've ever paid $8 for a skein of red heart yarn. You can get the same one on Yarnspirations for $6.49, and Joann's even has them for $2.67 right now. It's the needlessly long page to scroll through, the bouncing claim yours free buttons, the blatantly clipped from Amazon reviews of red heart yarn, weird wish-like product feature lists, and repetitive, but wait, there's more. It just feels incredibly scammy to me. Now, I'm not saying it is a scam, but some of it does feel misleading. I haven't ordered any of these free products, and people who do order them might actually get the product. But I am saying that they really could have taken a few lessons from the late, great Billy Mays.
Hi, Billy Mays here for OxyClean, the stain specialist.
That all being said, the reason I won't renew my membership with Creativiu, the cherry on top of the disappointment pie, they don't have captions on their videos. None of them. None of their videos have a truly, genuinely basic and simple accessibility feature. And I can't fathom why. There is absolutely zero reasons why professionally edited videos for a paid subscription service don't, at the very minimum, have auto captions. Even then, auto captions are also called Craptions for the uninitiated. So here's a newsflash, Creativiu. Deaf and hard of hearing people craft. People with auditory processing disorders craft. People with ADHD craft. People who speak English as a second language craft. People with brain injuries craft. By not including captions in their content, they are choosing to exclude a huge group of people who could be enjoying their product. So I thought to myself, this can't be right. I must have just missed the captions. There's got to be a setting somewhere. Like maybe it's buried in a settings menu instead of embedded in the video, which also makes no sense, but I've seen crazier things. So I searched around for it. I spent probably a good half hour searching for this setting on their website to no avail. So I thought, okay, I'll send them an email. There's got to be an explanation. So we're going to read this email exchange together. On March 30th, I sent them the following email. Hi, I was wondering how to access captions for the crochet videos. I don't see that option available. Thanks for your help. Their reply on March 31st, not even 12 hours later. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for reaching out to us. Unfortunately, there are no captions available for the videos. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Thanks, Mary. I'll give them points for responding so quickly, but I was honestly shocked at how nonchalantly they blew off my concerns about this. They are missing a major and basic accessibility feature. It is 2021. We literally have the technology. So I replied to their email. Wow, that's really disappointing. Is the company working on making their videos more accessible? Captions are a really important basic accessibility feature. Thanks for your help. As of the time I wrote this video script on April 6th, I had zero response from their customer service team. So I sent them a follow-up email while I was writing this script. No one answered that email. And today is April 11th when I'm filming, and I still have not received a response from Creativiu about the lack of accessibility with their videos. Nobody has offered me a way to resolve the issue. And they ghosted me when I asked them how they planned to improve their accessibility. It's completely unacceptable, and I keep finding myself wondering why I'm surprised, considering how this is how a lot of places treat people with disabilities. This is just what happens every day. And it's viewed as acceptable because companies like Creativiu believe that accessibility features are a burden to them. And so I have to come to the conclusion that because Creativiu does not care about accessibility features, that they also don't care about disabled people. And they also don't care about the disabled people who would like to enjoy their product. This is just bad business from a moral and a financial standpoint. They're missing out on our money, and it's just rude. It's just rude to purposefully exclude people for no reason. And I know I'm going on a bit of a rant here, but this is important to me because I'm a disabled person. It is 2021, and if you don't have captions and you make professional videos, especially videos that people pay for and you have resources to have them professionally edited, and you don't have captions, you suck. If you don't have the bare minimum of auto captions for a video that you clearly paid to have professionally edited, you're just telling your viewers that you don't care about disabled people and you don't care about accessibility. And that is a shitty perspective. Do better.